So the Las Vegas Raiders made some big splashes in the draft a few weeks ago, and really, they have just made so many changes since the end of last season. They have torn everything apart and completely started to rebuild under a new head coach in Pete Carroll. And now that rookie minicamps are finally over, we just got to see some of the new players on the field like Ashton Jeanty and Bech. We got to hear the rookies talk to the media at the end of camp in their individual press conferences. There really is just so much I want to get to and so much to break down in this video. But first off, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 60,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so the first thing that I think really stood out at rookie minicamp was Jeanty doing some pass catching drills because he looked really good and really swift. Again, it's no pads, it's really just a first look, but when most people think of Jeanty, as they rightfully should, you think of him as a bowling ball Marshawn Lynch type of guy, but he can be effective with those short passes too out of the backfield in the flats that can just break the backs of defenses. This minicamp featured 11 draft picks and 15 undrafted free agents, totaling 26 players, and the great thing about these camps is everyone has equal opportunity. The first pick is just as important as the last, everyone's getting reps, and you can almost just view every player as if they have no name and number on the back of their jersey. It's just a chance to get out there and prove yourself and get to know each other. But obviously, as we all know, everyone for this camp was really just keeping their eyes on two main guys, Ashton Jeanty from Boise State and Bech from TCU. Jeanty displayed outstanding balance, vision, and footwork. He kept finding the right hole during team and individual drills, something Raiders running backs didn't do enough of last season. I mean, Zamir White really was pretty disappointing, which sucked to see because he was a great guy and that was just a perfect opportunity for him to go out there and shine with little to no pressure, but he just couldn't make it happen, so it was obvious that a change had to be made. And then Bech, the team's second round pick, is listed at 6'1", 214 pounds, and looks even bigger in person. He's built pretty similarly to former Rams and now Seahawks wide receiver Cooper Kupp. Bech's athleticism also stood out during drills as he jumped into the air to make a couple of very impressive catches. It's unclear where the former TCU standout will primarily line up. The Raiders deployed him all over the line of scrimmage and he looked comfortable handling various assignments. And that's exactly what you need to do as a rookie. You gotta be versatile, you gotta be willing to play anywhere that the coaching staff wants you to play. 7 of the Raiders' 11 picks they made had an elite relative athletic score, a metric that combines various pro day and combine testing numbers. That tied them with the Chargers for the most elite prospects by RAS in the league, despite Jeanty skipping the pre-draft tests. Some prospects that flashed on Friday were 3rd round cornerback Darian Porter, 4th round wide receiver Dante Thornton, and 6th round wide receiver Tommy Mellott. Porter and Thornton had some fun battles against each other. They're both long athletes with plenty of speed. He's not just big, Porter said of Thornton. He's big and he can run. Both still have work to do to maximize their potential. Porter was a wide receiver his first 2 seasons at Iowa State and didn't start at cornerback until this past season. And then Thornton has to round out his skill set so that he can be more than just a deep threat. And then Tommy Mellott was a college quarterback from Montana State. He needs time to develop as well, obviously. He lined up in the slot quite a bit Friday and used his quickness and strength to separate from defenders. His hands also looked good when he was targeted by the Raiders quarterbacks. Pete Carroll wanted to set a tone with this rookie class about how the Raiders will work. He did not waste an opportunity to do so. The Raiders were spirited and vocal throughout Friday's practice. Everyone's excited, Porter said. There's a lot of juice going around. Carroll bounced around the practice field, engaging with and instructing the newcomers. The 73-year-old even demonstrated the proper way to backpedal in press coverage at one point, which is just nuts. I think it's awesome to have your head coach out there giving you that one-on-one or with the other cornerbacks, giving you those kind of tips, Porter said. He's out there working on his press. To see that kind of energy at rookie minicamp early in the process is awesome. Expect Carroll's energy levels to remain high as the veterans join in for organized team activities and training camp. He has a long track record for creating highly competitive environments. Yeah, he's dope, Jeanty said. He is everything everybody says he is, just a great coach, great energy, great personality, and I'm excited to continue building a relationship with him. Anyways, moving on, in terms of news that came out of minicamp, Jalen Smith's NFL comeback will continue with Las Vegas. Smith is signing with the Raiders after he had a successful veteran tryout at the club's rookie minicamp this weekend, via ESPN's Adam Schefter reports. Smith, who is 29 years old, last played 1 game with the Raiders in 2023, making this his second stint with the team. Aside from that experience a couple of years ago, Smith played under Raiders defensive coordinator Patrick Graham with the Giants in 2021. As a second round pick in the 2016 draft, Smith has appeared in 88 career games with 69 starts for the Cowboys, Giants, Packers, and Raiders. He's tallied 11 sacks, 2 interceptions, 21 passes defensed, 6 forced fumbles, and 6 fumble recoveries. Also, as I've already mentioned 100 times so far this offseason, I just love the new energy and culture that Pete Carroll is already instilling into this team right away. Even at a rookie minicamp when it was 90 degrees outside, he decided that the team was going to practice outdoors instead of indoors, which is really just establishing that no soft, no snowflake, hardcore mentality that people are losing day by day in this generation. I'm super excited for Pete Carroll to have this new opportunity. I think it's brought new life and a new fire into him. It really is an exciting time, especially considering the new players he has access to and the continuity with Geno Smith. Anyways, moving on, let's take a look at some of the highlights from Ashton Jeanty's minicamp interview and everything that he had to say.
I'll probably just say just new city. It's a little dry out here, hotter, so I'll probably say that's the biggest change.
Have you had a favorite moment, like since you were drafted? Like it's kind of been a whirlwind, I guess, but have you had some moment you're like, oh, this is real cool?
Yeah, for sure, just celebrating with my family, just sharing the moment with them.
Jack was just talking about how, everyone's drafted or undrafted, you're all on the same playing field now. What's it like, the camaraderie, getting to know the guys, and kind of building that culture of this class?
Yeah, it's great. It's a new brotherhood. We all welcome each other, getting to know each other. Pete Carroll was saying it yesterday. We all got to be connected and build relationships, and that's gonna make us a better team and teammates.
Man, if you're a Raiders fan, this has got to fire you up. It's going to be so fun to watch Jeanty this year. His game is built for the NFL. I think the transition is going to be an easy one if the O-line steps up and performs. And I mean, Jeanty was a guy that was at his best in those big games in college against teams like Oregon. Obviously, the Penn State playoff game did not go his way, but I have to cut him some slack because he literally was circled by that dominant D-line, and Penn State just overpowered anything that Boise State did. On like 90% of his runs, Jeanty was hit before he could even reach the line of scrimmage. Obviously, there is still a long way to go for the Raiders. I don't think they are Super Bowl contenders just yet. I'm not even sure if Geno Smith is the guy for that, but I definitely love the new direction and the new culture that is being built. There are a lot of fun and exciting young guys, and we already got to see the big name players on the field even before minicamps. We got to see Max Crosby doing some footwork and pass rushing drills. I'm just pumped, man. This is fun stuff. I know this was kind of just a broad video. In the future, I plan on covering specific players and specific things going on with the team, especially with training camp approaching. So please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and also the post notification bell if you enjoyed the video so you never miss a future upload. That's really all I have to say for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later.